Hallo meine Pokémon-Freunde, ich bin Marlon, aka BuBu, und in diesem Video schauen wir uns gemeinsam einmal ein Video von Jaiden Animation an. Jaiden Animation haben wir uns schon einige Mal auf dem Kanal hier angeguckt, macht immer sehr interessante Pokémon-Videos und jetzt hat sie eine Zwei-Spieler-Nuzlocke ausprobiert. Ich habe das Video noch nicht gesehen, ich habe mega Bock drauf, ich hoffe ihr auch. Viel Spaß und bis gleich. Springen wir mal rein. Also Jaiden Animation, alle Videos, die ich bis jetzt von ihr gesehen habe, waren einfach überragend. Ich finde, sie macht das extrem gut mit den Animationen der Pokémon und sie schafft es wirklich gut, die Emotionen immer rüberzubringen. Ihr müsstet mir mal bitte sagen, Live-Chat, ob der Sound vom Spiel, von dem Video zu laut ist, zu leise oder perfekt. Ja, ich fange einfach mal an.
You know the drill at this point. Pokemon faints, it dies, catch one Pokemon per route and nickname it to set up for emotional trauma. But this time we're doing something a bit different. A two-person Nuzlocke. It's technically called a Soullink, but no one knows what that means. So basically you and person 2 play the same Pokemon game at the same time, following the same Nuzlocke rules. However, your Pokemon are linked, which means if my starter dies, player 2's starter also dies. And they can't do anything about it. Plus, we can only have one primary typing for both of our teams combined. So if I catch a water type and add it to my team, person 2 can't have a water type at all on theirs. And cherry on top, all Pokemon are randomized. I can walk into the grass.
Eine Randomizer Nuzlocke. Randomizer Nuzlocke Soullink. Das ist wirklich viel kombiniert, aber klingt erstmal interessant. Also Randomizer habe ich persönlich noch nie gespielt. Will ich auch mal unbedingt machen. Aber mein technisches Verständnis für Randomizer funktioniert, also ich weiß nicht, wie ich das hinkriegen soll.
At any point and accidentally find God. And maybe he'll just kill all my animals right then and there. So with all these new rules in place, I needed to find a player 2. One who's a real Pokemon master, able to adapt, improvise, and strategize all at the drop.
Hat sie mich eingeladen? Habe ich die Mail überlesen? Mich hat sie nicht eingeladen.
Top of a hat. And who else other than Pokemon Master himself?
BuBu!
Jacob Alpharad, who at this point in time has a 50-50 Nuzlocke win ratio. Here's our Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Soullink Nuzlocke. We both go downstairs, barely greet our mom, and immediately beeline it to Professor Elm's lab to see what Pokemon he's got for us, because we don't know. They're random. In case you forgot what I just said, we stroll up to him and he pats Jacob on the head and...
Ach, die Starter sind auch random. Ich dachte nur, die wilden Pokémon sind random, aber selbst die Starter werden einmal durchgewürfelt. Okay, interessant. Habe ich mega Bock drauf.
Here, choose from these 3. I picked them specially for you. Torterra, Tentacruel or Ludicolo.
Okay, Moment. Welches hätte ich genommen?
Specially for you. Torterra, Tentacruel or Ludicolo.
Shelterra, Tentoxa oder Kapaloris. Ich hätte wahrscheinlich Shelterra genommen. Direkt Pflanze, Bodentyp ist schon echt stark. Also sind alle gut, aber ich hätte wahrscheinlich Shelterra genommen. Oh nein, und das sind ihre Starter? Oder?
Alright, what do I get? Why not Mankey Ariados?
Okay, Ariados, Mankey und ist so? Okay, da hat er wirklich weitaus mehr Glück gehabt. Von den 3 Startern hätte ich wahrscheinlich Mankey genommen. Rasaf ist schon echt ein starkes Pokémon. Ich hätte wahrscheinlich Mankey genommen wegen Rasaf.
Awesome. Jacob takes Torterra and I take Mankey and we name them
Beide haben dieselben genommen, die ich genommen hätte. Sehr
On our way to talk to Mr. Pokemon, Jacob runs into a Regirock in a random patch of grass, which just flat out explodes on him. No one died, luckily, but also, oh my god. We get an egg and immediately Professor Elm calls and tells us he's been robbed and bullied. You really couldn't handle being alone for 10 minutes, could you? On our way back to help a grown adult, we stumble onto a shady figure who scoffs, challenges us to a battle with Pokemon he stole from Elm, which we immediately win, scoffs again, then drops his wallet, passport, credit card, driver's license, social security, Target gift card on the ground in front of us, for the world to see. Dude, get your craps together. You can't be doing that when you're a wanted fugitive. Back in the lab, Elm is crying on the floor as the police and our neighbor are trying to comfort him, and the police asks us if we saw anyone suspicious. Yes.
Nein.
We saw his info. Now here we get to name our rival. Jacob and I try to think of someone that we both shared some sort of rivalry with. When we remembered a certain professional Pokemon Nuzlocker has been...
Pokémon Challenges? Also Jan? Ist es Jan? Weil ich weiß, dass in den letzten Videos, also ich habe auch also witzigerweise, ich verfolge auch Pokémon Challenges, also es ist ein Deutscher, der macht englischsprachigen Content und der ist so gut in Nuzlockes, wirklich selbst, also auch ich bin ja schon wirklich gut im Pokémon, ich habe da viel Wissen, aber er übertreibt's halt. Und er hatte sich die letzten Videos von Jaiden Animation auch angeguckt und war halt wirklich so, ich bin jetzt hier mal der kleine Klugscheißer und ich verbessere mal jeden Schritt. Finde ich witzig, dass sie Jan damit eingebaut hat.
Consistently reacting and critiquing our Nuzlocke so far. Some of his comments were more critical than others and directed at one of us more than the other. Mr. Policeman. His name is Jan. Hi, Jan. Let's see if you can destroy us from the inside out. Anyway, our neighbor takes us out to some grass to show us how to catch a Pokemon, runs into Articuno, catches it in a Pokeball in the green, and turns to us and goes, see? Just like that. They give us some Pokeballs and we can finally start our journey. We both run around in the grass and our first encounters are Barboach and Houndoom. This would have been awesome for Jacob if he could catch the dang thing. Since we only had Pokeballs, Houndoom was not getting in the ball no matter what, and we ended up not getting that pair. But you know, it's alright. There's plenty more encounters like Hoppip Farfetch that Jacob accidentally kills, or Geodude Gyarados that Jacob accidentally kills, or Tyro Charizard that Jacob accidentally kills. Hey, why do I get this? And Jacob gets all this. And why do you keep killing him, Jacob? But finally, in the Ruins of Elf, we managed to catch a new pair. Sandslash, Not bad at all. We tried to name them Michael, but both misspell it, so welcome to the team, Michels. Then on Route 32, we catch Totodile Beedrill, which is also pretty good, mainly for just me. We started combining the two Pokemon to create their names, so we ended up somehow with Bedrodo. We ran into a trainer who had a frickin' Palkia on his team. Fun fact, did you know if you Google Palkia type weakness, Google will tell you that he's weak to Fairy and Salamence? No other dragons, just Salamence. So Jacob and I started joking around every time we saw a Palkia. Oh no, if only I had a Salamence. Uh-oh, don't have a Salamence over here. It was kind of strange how many Palkias we ran into, but that didn't stop us from bullying every single one. So we take on Faulkner, the first gym leader, who has Kyogre Bronzor and Metagross Dragonair. Oh my god. After a lot of difficulty, we both managed to beat him with no casualties. I don't know how that happened, but hey, everyone's alright. Oh, he's gonna take himself out. Oh my god! How about some encounters?
Ja, Soullink hätte ich auch mal Bock drauf. Aber egal wie gut es für dich läuft, wenn es für deinen Partner nicht gut läuft, zerreißt dir halt einfach dein eigener Partner dein ganzes Team. Das ist halt auch wirklich meine Angst bei so einer Soullink.
To lighten the mood. Oh! Hello, Shuckle Suicune. That Jacob accidentally kills. In Azalea Town, we challenge Bugsy, who luckily wasn't as stacked as Faulkner. And as we step outside, Jan, who is surprised we haven't been demolished yet, yeah, I'm surprised too, challenges us to a battle, which we also win. Hehehe. We run into Mawile Deoxys in the forest, who someone accidentally kills, and make our way to Goldenrod, where there's a security guard that'll give us both a Pokemon. He hands me a Porygon 2, which I'm ecstatic about, turns to Jacob, and gives him Regigigas, which we can't use because they're both normal types. Of all the legends you had to get, of course you get the only normal type besides actual God. We beat Whitney and in the national park find Piplup Flaffy, which we name Plap. I pitched to Jacob that I'm willing to trade the Bedrodos to make room for this new pair, so he essentially switches Beedrill with Flaffy, which we shake on. Welcome to the team, Plaps. And then my Plap immediately almost gets killed.
Ooh. No risk, no fun.
I'll fix it. Sorry, my bad. We find Dragonair Shuppet, which is an actually insane pair we could use right away. But
sie hat's gekillt.
Yeah, I ended up killing that one. Look, I'm sorry, Jacob. It is harder than it looks to catch these things. We pour water on the strange trees on Route 36 that actually turn out to be Cradily Silcoon. We caught and named them Dillydoo and could have added them to the team as death fodder, but we ended up forgetting to. Which is, yeah, a pretty silly mistake, but what's the worst that could happen? Who needs death fodder in a Nuzlocke? Jacob and I make it to Ekritik and walk into the Burn Tower. As we were about to go down there, Jan runs up and is like, "You're only trying to catch Suicune to make yourselves look stronger than you actually are."
Ich muss sagen, die Idee, dass sie wirklich Jan mit eingebaut haben, also Pokémon Challenges, finde ich absolut genial. Absolut genial, als Rivalen einfach Jan nehmen.
And we're
Eine der
like,
besten
no,
Sachen
we
im
killed him
Video
a
bisher.
while ago. But he still wanted to battle, probably to show off the Mew he somehow found. We beat him yet again, go downstairs, scare off the dogs, and go challenge Morty. Jacob didn't have any trouble for the team Morty had for him. But for me, I was having a bit of a harder time because he had a Lugia,
okay.
which neither me nor my team could even handle. All I could do was bubble beam it with Clap and pray I don't get crit one-shot as Jacob just sits
Also das
there
sind so
watching.
Kleinigkeiten, die ich bei ihr einfach extrem schätze. Dieser Humor.
He had a
Achtet mal.
Lugia, which neither me
Nicht mich, hol nicht mich rein.
nor my team could even handle. All I could do was bubble beam it with Plap and pray I don't get crit one-shot as Jacob just sits there watching. But it ended up working out. We arrive in Olivine and climb the giant lighthouse, almost falling to our literal death along the way. Reach Jasmine at the top, who's like, climb back down and go get medicine for Amphi and Cianwood. And we were like, we almost died getting here. Surfing to Cianwood, we encountered Obama Snow Pupitar. And I know what you're thinking.
Nice.
Yeah, we did catch them. Obamatar joined the team immediately, and suddenly we've got a pretty powerful lineup going on. Also, a random guy in town gifted us a Mewtwo and Weepinbell.
Wer hat das Mewtwo bekommen? Sie oder er? Das sieht ja wieder nach ihm aus, oder? Weil Ultrigaria ist jetzt nicht der dicke Deal.
Finally, I'm the one with the legend now. But we had to box him because we couldn't have two grass types. All of this sudden shared luck combined with our 0-death win streak got us feeling pretty confident, which naturally means it's time to get kicked in the throat, specifically by a black belt martial artist. Gym leader Chuck was indescribably tough in the most bullcrap way possible. For me, Jacob had no trouble at all because he's Jacob. He had a Kingdra, which I brought Obamatar out for. Nothing else on my team could really do anything against it. The main drawback of this is Obamatar's Snow Warning ability, which creates hail, damaging every Pokemon, including my own, that's not an ice type, which is pretty inconvenient in a Nuzlocke. I even made a teeny tiny comment about it when I first got him. I'm gonna call it. Snow's gonna kill one of my Pokemon. Kingdra goes down, and Chuck's only other Pokemon, he's only got two, is Frostlass, who, if you don't know...
Ja, Frostdaddy profitiert natürlich von dem Hagelfeld. Das ist natürlich extrem ätzend. Ist natürlich auch einfach Pech, weil wenn der Arenaleiter auch ein Randomizer-Team hat, wie hoch ist die Wahrscheinlichkeit, dass er genau dieses Pokémon hat? Eins der wenigen Pokémon, die von Hagel profitieren. Das ist echt...
has Snowcloak. Snowcloak makes the Pokemon 20% harder to hit if there's hail. You want to know how many Pokemon in Gen 4 have this ability? 5. 3 of which being Mamoswine. You want to know how many Pokemon there are in Heart Gold Soul Silver? 493. Now, I know these odds sound pretty awful already, but you know what this Frostlass does? She uses Ominous Wind. Ominous Wind has a 10% chance to boost every single stat of the user. She gets the stat boost twice in a row.
Und er hat Angst um sein Team, weil wenn ihr es stirbt, stirbt seins auch. Soullink muss so eine Laune machen, wenn man da jemanden hat, mit dem man sich gut versteht. Genial.
We both decided the best option for us would be to send in Michel as death fodder to heal up Plap, because he's the only one that can really do anything at this point. And what happens? Please don't get another stat.
Natürlich wird er wieder geboostet. Hallo?
He's good. He's so good.
No. Oh my! Frostlass crit one-shots Michel as soon as he comes out. Our first deaths. Poor Camerupt. He was so proud for making it out of Jack's gym and then just falls over dead for no reason. I got Plap healed up and basically started heal stalling, which, sure, isn't a noble strategy, but come on. After literally struggling against my own bad luck for what felt like hours, finally, Frostlass goes down. Finally. Holy shit. Jacob practically drags me out of the gym and we head to the BC. We decided to add a pair we caught back on Route 35, which was Charmeleon Donphan named Darfell. A fantastic duo. I was admittedly, and I think justifiably, still really salty about what we just went through, but Jacob convinced me that we should just move on. We got our Darfells leveled up and returned to Olivine to feed Amphi the medicine that we picked up so Jasmine would finally do her job. And check this out.
Already done.
Der zweite Trainer mit Lugia?
Oh my god.
Was hat er denn für ein unverschämtes Glück? Er hat einfach ein Azuril, was wirklich nichts kann, und sie hat einen Lugia, was...
Look at R2 screens real quick.
Okay, sie hat aber einen starken Levelvorteil.
She also had a Deoxys. We headed to Mahogany Town, catching and adding Nidoran and Barrel named Barrel to the team. And in the Lake of Rage, Jacob caught a Kyogre paired with my Swalot. We never used this pair, but I just wanted to mention it for reasons. We approached the glistening shadow of the lake beast, activate the encounter, and find a shiny Banerian Donphan.
Ach, okay, das rote Garados. Jetzt habe ich gerade überlegt, warum haben beide einen Schein? Ist ja sehr unwahrscheinlich. Aber klar, das rote Garados ist auch gerandomized und...
You know, the best.
Oh, nice.
But hey, free shiny Pokemon. Doesn't hurt to Oop, I killed it. That's, again, my bad. Sorry. Lance walks up to us and goes, "Hi, I'm Lance." Grabs us by the wrist, kicks down the door to the Mahogany Town 7-Eleven, kills one of the guys in there, and runs into the rocket hideout where he continues to wipe out any living organism he finds down there. Classic Lance. We decided to copy him and beat up all the executives and their power generator. Right before we fly to Goldenrod, we pick up the 7th badge and then continue curb stomping Team Rocket. We were getting a bit too comfy though, and as Jacob wasn't paying attention, mainly because he just got a chicken sandwich, Obamatar was killed by a Golem's earthquake.
Ja. Ja, witzigerweise muss ich sagen, habe ich auch relativ spät erst gelernt, dass Erdbeben Pokémon trifft, die natürlich eingeschaufelt sind. Also Schaufler, Erdbeben trifft. Finde ich auch geil. Natürlich für die beiden jetzt nicht so gut gelaufen, aber...
Oh no. That was a really bad blow and stung much more because we weren't paying attention. But we did have to move on. Especially since we were literally in the middle of a gang fight. We shoved our way to Rocket Executive and Big Boss Archer and give him a bit of a throat chop so he would calm down and stop doing whatever it is he was doing. And everyone is saved. On our way to Blackthorn, we catch Frostlass Corfish, which put me into a vengeful trauma spiral. You. And then Jacob caught himself both a Suicune and an Azelf. We arrived and took on Claire, who led with a Mewtwo against me, which at this point I shouldn't even be surprised. But all the rest of her team was pretty much a pushover for both of us. Claire's a bad sport and refused to think we were good trainers, so we talked to the old man behind the gym and he's like, "So do you beat your Pokemon?" And we were like, "No." And he's like, "Awesome. Claire, give him the stupid badge." What? So now we can head to the Elite Four. Hey guys, I think you should go fight a horde of Asian women in Ecruteak. So we enter the Ecruteak Theater and start fighting the women, and the second girl for me sends out Ambipom. As I switched to Franklin, it screeched, which I didn't pay attention to, and Ambipom double hit killed Franklin.
Kreideschrei, Abschlag ist übel.
Our starters died. Dude, that was really sad. We were about to make it to the Elite Four with them, and bam. Not alive anymore. They were with us through everything, pretty much the backbone to our teams. Man, Jan's gonna make so much fun of us when he finds out. As we're still mourning the last Kimono Girl rest span.
Wir müssen uns auf jeden Fall Jans Reaction auf dieses Video angucken. Das würde mich echt interessieren, wie Pokémon Challenges darauf reagiert, dass sie ihn mit reingenommen hat als Rivalen. Also, das muss ich mir auf jeden Fall auch geben.
With Wailord. Do you have any dignity, woman? We're lamenting over here. We try to leave and the girls are all, no, go catch the legendary Pokemon. He's already got 3. So I head to Whirl Islands and Jacob scales the bell tower. And what legends do we find? The legendary Zangoose and Loudred.
Okay.
Finally, we have some freedom again. And as soon as we touch the water in Newbark to head to Victory Road, what pops up from the bottom of the lake but Entei himself? And Doduo. Oh my god!
Sie hat Entei perfekt. Ruft ja auch den Meisterball, schade.
Hello, Dode. That's going in the box because fire types. We catch Cascoon Regirock in Victory Road, and heading towards the exit, Jan sprints up from behind us, and I iconically say, "This is your last chance to kill one of our Pokemon, Jan." And what happens? Oh my god. No.
Counter.
What happened?
Ja. Konter.
Oh.
Ja, Jan hat sich gerecht, ja.
He killed one of our Pokemon. Yeah, that sucks. That really sucks. Darfell was an incredible pair we've had since the 5th gym, and we really grew to lean on. We lost quite literally half our team right before the Elite Four. We beat Jan for the last time, enter the Indigo Plateau, and immediately bolt to the PC to see what kind of damage control we can do. After a very long time of trying to stitch together the best teams possible, we ended up with this. Ampharos Empoleon, Bibarel Nidoqueen, Beautifly Cradily, Dodrio Entei, and Victory Bell Mewtwo. I know. Wow, Jaiden, super balanced. You've got Mewtwo and Entei and Jacob has a Beautifly. Look, this is the best we could do.
Also das ist wirklich ein... Vor allem er hat die ganze Zeit so krasse legendäre Pokémon gefangen und das ist das Team, mit dem er jetzt antreten muss, damit sie ein krasses Team, das ist ein bisschen fies, ist ein bisschen gemein.
I promise. Tell him, Jacob, tell him. Anyway, big deep breath. Here we go.
Aber die Sache ist, wenn sein Team stirbt, stirbt ihr es auch, also wieder fair.
Will, Koda, and Bruno were all no problem at all. We breezed right past them. Everything was going great.
This is fine.
Done.
Yeah,
Oof.
Oh my god.
Ambidiffel hat einfach fast zwei Teams, also insgesamt fast 4 Pokémon besiegt.
Karen was not as nice.
No, I just mean, what if he does any charge move?
Oh.
Okay, he just did cross chop. He's dead.
Shock,
It's
yeah.
fine. I was safe to fly him. I'm just paranoid. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Und ihr, das wollte ich gerade sagen, das Gegenstück war ja Entei, das tut richtig weh.
Guys, we're so sorry we got you killed in the first, 15 minutes of having you. We ended up getting out of the battle with no more casualties, but facing Lance with a team of 4 each is really not ideal, to say the least. But we walked up to him nonetheless. Whether we win or lose here, this is our last battle. He leads with Fiona and Ledian, which we were both like, ha ha ha, Lance, is this all you've got? And then he hits us with the no. Jacob was up against his Porygon Z, Rampardos, Licky Licky, Zapdos, and Plusle. And even though it's a pretty stacked team, he was holding his own and getting through them really well. On my end, I was dealing with a giga-impacting Snorlax, which I really had nothing for. I just had to pray for no crits and as many misses as possible. It goes down eventually, and what does he send out next? Palkia. Oh. I could really use a Salamence right about now. This is what we get. We bullied Palkia so much during our journey here. Looking at my team, I don't have anything that can handle Palkia either, except for Mewtwo.
Yeah,
and what happens? He gets Spatial Rend crit one-shot turn 1. I am in a lot of trouble. I took so much time getting past Snorlax that Jacob was already done with his battle, so all he could do was watch this massacre from the sidelines. I sent out Dillydoo to confuse stall him and just try to chip away at him with basically nothing. And my god was I lucky, because if Palkia hit one more crit at any point, Dillydoo and the run was over. And I was forced to dance on that line for a long time. But eventually, Dillydoo lands the finishing blow. I was so proud. The pair that we caught so early on and deemed as death fodder was the one saving us. We're so sorry for doubting you, Dillydoo. Thank you for sticking by us and not dying. But that was only half of Lance's team, might I remind you. Plap took out his Sand Slash, which stung, but Bastiodon came out, tanked Plap's Surf, and killed him with Metal Burst. I was in shock with that one. That was our second oldest pair. Ever since our Franklins died, Jacob and I both started seeing the Plaps as our star members. Beryl came out and revenge finished the Bastiodon, and Lance's last Pokemon was big ol' hard-hitting, tanky frickin' Azumarill. I sent Dillydoo back out because Beryl would die immediately, and started the chipping game again. If that wasn't bad enough, Azumarill set up the rain and an Aqua Ring for itself, which turned this fight from, to, this awful one-on-one lasted 10 whole minutes. I slap him, he slaps back, much harder, and then heals, and then I heal. But eventually, Dillydoo wins the stalling battle, and Azumarill goes down. In an unpredictable turn of events, Dillydoo saved us from utter defeat. What an adventure we just went on. Insane encounters, insane bullcrap, friends, death, bullying, and the Dillydoos. Thanks for going on this journey with me, Jacob. I quite
Hatte sie gerade den Big Baba Bizeps?
Bullying, and the Dillydoos. Thanks for going on this
das ist ihre, okay.
journey with me, Jacob. I quite literally couldn't have done it without you. And a salute to the buddies we made along the way. Except you.
Also, mal wieder ein überragendes Video von Jaiden Animation. Also der Link natürlich zum Originalvideo, falls ihr euch das nochmal angucken wollt, ohne dass ich die ganze Zeit pausiere oder dazwischen quatsche. Der Link ist natürlich unten in der Beschreibung. Genial. Wirklich wieder mal ein geniales Video. Ihr Humor, ihr Zeichenstil ist halt unverkennbar, finde ich. Und der ist so sympathisch und angenehm. Also wieder mal ein Top-Video von ihr, was mir echt super gefallen hat. Auch gerade der Gag mit Pokémon Challenges, also Jan, genial. Also auf allen Ebenen einfach mal wieder ein Top-Video von ihr. Falls ihr Wünsche habt, jetzt, es muss nicht nur Jaiden Animation sein, auch Videos, auf die ich mal reacten soll, könnt ihr mir das natürlich gerne einmal in die Kommentare schreiben, weil, ja, ich suche so eine geilen Videos wie dieses, wenn ihr da was Ähnliches habt, immer gerne reinschreiben, wäre mir eine Freude, mir das anzugucken, live im Stream. Und ja, ich hoffe, das Video hat euch gefallen, Leute. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Euer BuBu.